family. Ask them to stop pushing us aside. Even at a hospital, there's room for someone else. In this gangster's paradise, paradise for real gangsters, corporate gangsters, county machine gangsters, petty gangsters from the hood, he not applied in this bloody blue place where we still live and still dance, from swing dancing to break dancing, even though we're still made to feel like we are in the way here in this bloody brick city that we still manage to love, even though they got us in between the rock and prudential and the hard place of gentrification. Don't ask me for love, just hand stitch. Original crown glory in your hair at a discount from my chair. And your dumb ass still think you got bad hair. Really? Don't ask me for love, who lives to open every door I can, for everyone I can, and who doesn't wait on grant for paints with colors. I am molasses, black strap, think with love, and I know that I am color. From my own painted crown glory, from my freshly painted blouses and blazers, from my skirts inked and starred with my own designs, right down to my painted feet on my good foot and my graph on the boot of my bad foot, all starring me. And I always answer all calls for help. I always get up on the lip that won't go away and open the door for me. I'm always giving, always sharing, always trying, always loving. And I still can't figure out why your dumb ass won't try to look through this shit so we can figure out how to get past this shit. Past the contradictions, past the hypocrisy, past the divide of opulence and oppression, past this pain space that we love. It's got us pinned between the rock and prudential and the hard place of gentrification so we can see again, be again, live again, love again, breathe again. Somebody's knocking at my door. Somebody's ringing my bell. Somebody's knocking at my door. Somebody's ringing my bell. Do me a favor. Open the door. Let them in. Y'all hold the line. The city's out. Back these bastards up. Buckle up the show if you must. And stand strong on principle and dignity for what's right. And I love you, baby.
I agreed that at times when we perform together that I would introduce myself as one of the breathing poets just to keep her legacy alive. So Emily and I performed at ICC a couple of weeks ago, a freestyle piece, and it was dope. So we're gonna try to do it again. So Breathing for Bria, hashtag Breathing for Bria, BREYA.
All right.
Baby, I've been breathing you a long time. I built you up and over in the attic of my mind. I kneel down before you. I ask the spirit's flow. I was dying of forgetting. you gotta leave something behind. So it's something you love, baby, something you love.
See, love is a human need. When we sit close together in chairs that are packed tightly, we become so separate. We can grow and breathe independently from each other, but I'd rather breathe connectedly to you. Our people are so different. We're doing things so different. We don't like to be the same. We want to be so different. We can no longer recognize each other's name. We no longer say hellos, but we're so prepared to say our goodbyes. There's a cry that's left out to the wind and blew all across Franklin. There's a broad vision. I envision Rhea walking. Now she's walking along heaven's gates. No longer on our plane. She's transcendent. She's so beautiful. Oh, how I miss my friend. Oh, breathe. If we could just keep breathing for someone else rather than keep selfish breathing for just ourselves and realize that we lose a need and not want. Less than breathing. This is all I want. Just to breathe.
Baby, I've been grieving you a long time. I built you up in all cleanness of mine. I kneel down before you. I ask the spirits for you. I was dying to forget you, 'cause I could not protect you. Well, sometimes to save yourself, you gotta leave something behind. Sometimes to save yourself, you gotta leave something behind. So it's something you love, baby, something you love. Oh, something you love, baby, something you love. Well, baby, I've been missing you. Right here we got an author, Newark poet, his name is Sean Madden. He might all over the city, curating cultural events and really getting into cultural life in the city. Sean Madden,
All right. Thank you very much. And give it up one more time for Emily and for Queen Moore for what they did up here before. Make some noise, y'all. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Can everyone hear me? Okay? Everyone hear me? Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Thank you, thank you. Just got off work, teaching our young ones, teaching the youth, teaching our future. Especially when it comes to stuff like why we're here tonight. All I gotta say is this. I get that the city of Newark is changing. I get that, redevelopment and all that. You don't need to push out the people who have already been here.
That's right.
And if you don't preserve this, that's exactly what's going to happen. So with that in mind, as well as other things, I'm actually going to share this piece. I'm going to slow it down a bit. Usually I'm all energetic, well, rambunctious, but it's a chill vibe tonight. Somewhat. Don't get it twisted. All right. Actually, I'm gonna need y'all help with 1 second. If y'all would just clap for me, please. Just go. No. What? There we go.
Okay.
Keep it going now. Keep it going now. Keep it going. 1, 2, forget your black on black is the one I'm getting poison. Assimilation be the comfortable fortune. The only time I'm not pro-choice is for my boys be archived, get all distorted. Keep all recording till we learn better. Sounds of the wild, sees the big picture murder. This whole needs to be tackled, should be rooted in pride of how black gold gets, but that to be defined. Never should uniforms conform to the conditions of melanin names that in the new traditions. Whichever one for us, see the sponsors first. Drivers or backseat, those all hurts. Behold the curses of these heartbeats. Lost it without the cookery or free. Bopping and battling like the illegal. The hoodie, but still gonna be a good sequel. No business was up on a two face. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered. No business was up on a two face. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered. I am done with black fists, the bloody rainbows of oxygen and women and men and happy hoes. Leaving behind me and perfectly down fine. The trolls is too still won't be a less time. The blue blood is there to be good. These people who made it. I stay dead. Low vibrations, people they know it. All planets will not fool your ways. Some look the part, you can break the arms over heads of lovers. Such as mothers and aunts. Back and strong, and never receive the delegation, receive no one to receive. Action is a permanent, no one's a line. Gender, and class, and back the lines. Check the raise up on the each table of content. Talk like a Christian, choose the continent. No business was up on a group this. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered. No business was up on a group this. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered. No business was up on a group this. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered. No business was up on a group this. Every demonstration is a test. Before it's time for the new world order, we must decide if we shall be slaughtered.
Right now we're about to transition. Thank you so much, Joe Battle. Get another round of applause for Joe Battle. Thank you to all the artists who are up here this evening. We're about to transition to the next part of our program for housing justice. This is Rockstar from Royal PM, and he's about to bring some awesome liberation hip-hop to us right here. Are we ready for him? I think you come from the Bronx, don't you? Oh my God, so let's give a real warm welcome to somebody who's traveled all the way to Newark for us. No,
Y'all can hear me out there? Yeah. Mic check. Y'all can hear me down there?
No. Yeah, the baby got it. The baby got the mic.
That works. So this is my little, he gonna perform with me today. This is my son, Newark Stars. He's a year and 10 months old. My wife was 7 months pregnant with him when we was in Ferguson in 2014. So he's a movement baby. I just want to share, I'm more than me coming to perform here. I'm coming more with a message of solidarity from the community in the South Bronx. Gentrification is something that's going on not only in Newark, not only in the Bronx, it's happening all over the world, in which people are being
poor people, working class people are being displaced from larger cities. And we're clear that this is a result because there's a crisis in their economic system. There's a crisis in their greedy system of capitalism. And what we're clear on is that the rich, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of them have stopped putting money, a lot of their money in the banks, and they're saving money by buying real estate. You know what I'm saying? They're saving money because they're so wealthy that they can sit on an investment for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. And we gotta also keep our eyes open when we hear the word affordable housing. Because a lot of the affordable housing is you know, taxpayers are paying for it, but there's a 10-year window clause on it, and after 10 years, that affordable housing doesn't go down. And so we're clear that along with gentrification too, when the community is displaced, some of the front lines of that gentrification are police brutality. As they clean up the streets, you know what I mean, of the poor, of the young, because the real estate developers don't want to see that because we know their property value, you feel me? And so we can't talk about gentrification and not in the same breath talk about police brutality and police murder that's happening. They go hand in hand, you know what I mean? And I share that too, that when we also talk about worldwide gentrification, we're talking about colonization. You know what I'm saying? In which, you know, the same way that people displace us on a smaller level here in Newark or in the Bronx, they're displacing whole nations, whole indigenous communities. So we also got to make the connections with the indigenous people uprising against these pipelines. Yeah. Colonization in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got to connect all these dots. Because none of this is just happening out of a vacuum. You know what I'm saying? We got to be clear that all of these dots got to be connected. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little something I just wanted to share. We fight, you know, back against it. And also, I'm really glad y'all doing this because a lot of times art and artists are used as a way to kind of kick off gentrification. You know what I'm saying? And the idea as artists, it's our responsibility to not just make art for art's sake. As oppressed people, you know what I mean, it is our duty to tell the stories of survival and of liberation that our people are fighting for. Because we gotta be clear, there's two types of crime in this country. There's crimes of power, like Wall Street, like the prison industrial complex, like Congress, like, you know what I mean, the Republicans and the Democrats. That those are crimes of power. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about a young man that went to jail for 10 years of his life over a nickel bag of weed, it's a crime of survival. You know what I mean? In which young people are looking for alternative economies because the current economy doesn't have a place for them. You know what I'm saying? When the factories are closed and trade agreements, I mean all the factory jobs go down south, where are you going to put all the young people at? In jail. And that's what's happening, that we have a whole generation that's behind bars. You know what I'm saying? In 1973, when hip-hop started, when the culture of hip-hop started, there was 400,000 people behind bars in this country. 43 years later, this country has almost 3 million people. That's a 500% increase. You know what I'm saying? In the amount of our people being put behind bars. That's modern day slavery that we're talking about. Because they making them work. They making them work in these prisons. And we've seen some of the biggest prison strikes recently that have gotten no media coverage. You know what I'm saying? So we got to talk about gentrification, but we can't just focus our activism on making the issue based. We gotta look at the system across the board and understand that we gotta, you know, connect these dots. Y'all with that? When I say people, y'all say power. People! Power! People! Power! I usually perform when having a group, so I don't really do the solo joints much, but I'm gonna do a couple verses of some of the solo joints. So this is my DJ iPhone. Make some noise for him real quick. So this next one right here is called Crazy. system will be quick to dismiss people that question the system. They'll be quick to try to dismiss and discredit you and be like, oh, that's just, they crazy. Oh, don't listen to them, they crazy. And maybe we gotta think that what's really crazy are the conditions that our community live under. So this is called crazy. I promise I would rap like a superstar rap. Spit like a monster, put myself on the map. First rap in English, then rap in Spanish. Then look at me, say, oh, I call that international, worldwide. Listen to my lyrics, walking out the main streets to the house of spirit. Yo represento lo que canto mi canción. Amor, justicia, keep up the revolution. Listen here, we don't preach it to the right. We stay on the block since the neighborhood high. I guess I just listen to the little voice speaking. The one that said, never been down what you see. Crazy, I believe, you know the way we see it. We broke the one I knew that, tend to see it. We call it ABD, we call it endless. Crazy with the reputation. Crazy, not a difference in you. Fuck me, I can call you over rip the room. Crazy, I'm the father one. Nigga in the empire, I was born by a gun. That's crazy. What I'm supposed to do? When they shut the store down and there ain't no food. Crazy, I'm the father one. Nigga in the empire, I was born by a gun. Crazy. Alright, that's fun, that's fun. You ready to go? Are you ready? Hold on, I'm gonna try to do this real quick. My phone's a little slow, I apologize. Alright, so this is a song called Canto, and I'm gonna lead a little crowd participation. Canto means Spanish, and it means sing in Spanish. Alright? So when I say y es por eso que yo, which means that's the reason that y'all gotta say Canto. Alright, we do that? Let's try this out. Y es por eso que yo canto. Y es por eso que yo canto. Y es por eso que yo canto. Alright, y'all, these are the words of chairman for the anthem. I grew up in the shot, so I always gotta show love. Let's go. Revolution, but like Latin. Es por eso que yo canto. Por la familia que yo quiero, for my people feliz. Es por eso que yo canto. Para Chile, for Chicago, for kids on Halsey. Es por eso que yo canto. For the future of the youth that remind me of me. Es por eso que yo canto. I dedicate this to the kids that remind me of me. So you got these little suckers that I call MCs. It's the kids on the corners and them circles spinning rhythms. It's like the smoking purpose today. We still children by 40s. Give money to the kid without beat. 6 hands on one knee, but they shadow the tree. The kids still ain't told jokes, and they never took notes. All they did was go they go to some wrong with the slows. Staring out the window, daydreaming the shows. The loud light, the bright light, how they ride and blow. It's a dream that they all share. We gotta get there. I wrote a reason for my rap, and I ain't gonna make it. I want a crib for my moms on the beach and be out. Yeah, but it's a get yo. I want to open up a school in the Bronx side of the hood, but it's a get yo. Yeah, I'll be happy with a crib and some man in the back. Yeah, but it's a get yo. Yeah, sit back, so yeah, they call me out. Yeah, but it's a get yo. Therefore, I am part of the global contribution. Three causes worldwide. But you struggle with it. Organize, reinforce, struggle with discipline. Use the culture as a weapon, as an ode to them. Speak slavery, the language as a code to them. Great things, great dance, write your name on the wall. Try to play the fear around and how to kill these flaws. And keep talking about the rest. How to kill them all. You the leader on the block, you take the road to the game. Because it's better game, baby. And that is selfish. You like some practice in the morning. Circle practice. For the love of revolution. For the life that I lead. And for that schedule. For la familia de together. For my beautiful niece. And for that schedule. For the future of the youth that remind me of me. And for that schedule. Para Chile, for Chicago. For kids in Harvey. And for that schedule. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna try to do one more real quick. So this next joint, it touches on the issue of immigration. You know what I mean? We gotta also be clear. The way I stand is that no human being is illegal. You feel me? When you talk about borders, you know what I mean? In 1848, the U.S. stole that from Mexico, so technically half of that border is just land people coming back home. You know what I mean? And I think it's important that we also realize that immigration is not a national issue. Immigration is a U.S. foreign policy issue. You feel me? Because think about yourself right now. It's going to take a lot for you to get your things, everything you know, and leave everything you know behind to go live somewhere else. But U.S. foreign policy has made conditions unlivable in Latin America. So that's why folks are coming up north. And they follow the resources. They follow the work. Right? That's right. So this next joint is called I'm an Alien. And it's a little bit of a story. When I was 12 years old, my mom came home and I said, Mom, why are you looking all happy? She said, because I brought you an ID. And the ID said, resident alien. As a 12-year-old, I can mess you up, man. I remember staring out the window for like an hour, trying to figure out what planet my family was from. I remember scratching my face for like a half hour in front of the mirror, trying to get through the green skin. But I just ended up with a bad face. So I said, alright, they call us aliens because I'm hip-hop, I gotta flip it on them. They must call my people aliens because we out of this world. And so this next joint is called I'm an Alien. We flipped a little joint by singing and we used to sing back in the day. So when I say I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, y'all gotta go, whoa! We do that? We do that? Let's get that word from the sun. Let's try that. Let it go. I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. Alright, let's do this real quick. We do a little clap in the beginning too. We do a little volume. Look.
for him, y'all. Okay. Emily.
Louis Quintana, who had interim mayor, signed that the rent control ordinance is completely legal. What did they try to do after that? 2 times before that, they tried to bring it to city council so that they could pass amendments. It was you, ladies and gentlemen, 2 times before them, 2 times since then, that called the city council, that called the mayor, that flooded them completely and let them know, power to the people, that we and every one of us want the rent control ordinance to stay preserved. Give yourselves a round of applause because you've been out here all day, not only for rent control, ladies and gentlemen, but remember we were talking about all types of development that are going on. And we've expanded. We were talking about homelessness, we got representation from public housing, we got representation from project-based Section 8, the voucher-based Section 8, the market rate renters, the homeowners. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a part of that. You are a part of that. You should be proud of yourself. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We still have one more act that's coming over. This is Lays. He's a local from Newark.
Attitude to that, nigga. Mike, you should have got a voice. Yeah, you got a voice. You need no mic.
Here we go. You're right, brother. You're absolutely right. Each of us has a voice. Remember that our voice is our weapon. We're still waiting for one more person to come by. But in the meantime, I want to discuss what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we are starting at 10 a.m. Some folks want to do more teachings. I can teach again on rent control. We can talk then about your rights as a tenant. We can go over some of the history in Newark of subsidized housing, and we can go over, of course, our friends from the University Civil Justice, the Constitutional Litigation Clinic will be out here again, and they will try to continue contextualizing, to build movement for Black Lives platform, ladies and gentlemen, a piece of legislation that we're actually going to be able to bring here, but beyond. We're going to take it to the state, we're going to take it to the feds, we're going to say this is the type of change that we need to happen in Newark, in New Jersey, in the United States, and beyond. That's the work that we're going to do.
My brother. I got something. Give me 2 minutes.
Come on over.
I got
you got something for the mic. Get excited. People on the mic all day.
Let me try to do it. How y'all doing, man?
Look how they do it. Jelly, you know how they do
it. Right time, right people. Amen. I'm going to take you to church. I'm going to give you something. My friend with the drumsticks. She said she's going to play the drumsticks. When she fell out on me, oh, man. See that? Look. She said she's going to keep the drum for me. Alright, well, we're going to do it like this. The other Emily, she showed me, and she was like, why you hiding? Like, you want to do something today? I was like, yes. So we here. Yeah. Wait, too, don't she? Alright, we're going to keep it real natural. Can I loosen my hair? I ain't going to get in trouble, right? Because I know, like, there is a big thing out here. I want to feel comfortable, you know? I might have to grab my sticks or whatever. I ain't got no weapon or nothing. I'm just going to grab my sticks. That's how, y'all. We get a little comfortable, however I feel. My name's Timothy Little, by the way. I go by CIA Times Money. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. 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 Praying while I'm cocking blasting on my competition. Corrupting us on my laws, abide our jurisdictions. Child, stable minds, forced to go in prison. Same day, same tall, look around, ain't nothing different. Try to yell up, but gunshots too loud for you to hear it. My perception, my projection, my rhyming in corrupting our civil laws, advise our jurisdictional challenges, and remind us folks to throw in prison. Same day, same tone, look around, ain't nothing different. Try to get them to put shots too loud in the air. My perception, my projection, my environment, and the nervous and good work out of this picture. It's hard to kill a brother, but it ain't nothing to kill a nigga. I'm kind of staying in mind and stabilized off the liquor. The limit has a limit while the rich is getting rich. Obama held a kid, but still the sick is getting sicker. Da-dun-dun. Da-dun-dun. Oh, y'all still with me? Da-dun-dun. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. 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 Praying while counting blacks, know my competition. Corrupting the civil laws, advise our jurisdiction. Challenges, legal minds, forced to go to prison. Same day, same tone, look around, ain't nothing different. Try yelling, put gunshots too loud for you to hear it. My perception, my projection, my environment, and the emergency, good around me, visualizing a better picture. It's hard to kill a brother, but ain't nothing to kill a nigga. I'm kind of staying in mind, stabilized off the liquor. The limit has a limit while the rich is getting richer. Obama held a kid, but still the sick is getting sicker. Black president is still an ordinary nigga. Can't you see, can't you feel the pain getting bigger? Government just to manipulate and brainwashing the occupation. Said government just to manipulate and brainwashing the congregation. Who do you trust when the one you trust will leave you naked? Da-dun-dun. 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 Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. 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 A child homeless, left roaming, in the street full of rats and roses, pimp circles and gasolas. Scene full of crack fiends, we get dreams hopeless, a lost focus, scared of the unknown. Segregation people from growing, killers promoted, for the price of fame, we deeply devoted. Prayers is definitely needed, women being raped in the street, little boys rising the street, mom shooting up because daddy left, either jail or death, so you left to make the first step. Brothers trying to make drugs to be sold, watching the shake gas on the pole. The story of the ghetto, to make it out is the goal. I can see you come and go, trust me, I know. Rest in peace to my foes that's deceased. Smiles and G, I roll the weed and the cat running memories. To me all wanna succeed, but I don't want to read. To you wasn't taught to believe, that's why we underachieved. Before the rich and change, we all kings and queens. Straight from my legacy. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. Huh?
Yes!
I'm not putting my voice back there now because I don't look like God and we're home. What I'm talking about, I never had a home. I've been homeless 28 years of my life. Maybe something about the foster system and the artists got something in common. But we live on the road. My heart was always home to me. And when I picked up a pen and I started on that notebook, things started to become a little bit clearer. But then I got kicked out of school for that. Because they said it wasn't mine. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Loading that ammunition, soldiers ready in position. 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 Huh?
Yes! Yes!
Big up New York. Born in New York, raised in Irvington. My name is Timothy Little. Shout out to Malcolm X, bro.
Give it up for brother Timothy.
All lives matter. What's sticks at?
We got dinner.
Excuse me, piece of sticks for me?
Some sandwiches. From Subway, nuts and curry sandwiches.
Bad, I thought you was one piece of sticks for me, baby.
You can go over and have a sandwich, take a seat because we have another performance coming up. Maybe go on the sandwich, we're right over there. All right, well, is that what? Do we have our next performer? Maybe, maybe not. All right, well,
Where's the crowd?
folks, is there someone else who wants to take the mic? We have anyone else who wants to take the mic, ladies and gentlemen, someone who wants to come up here, express themselves, maybe a couple of real clean, but you're around the same Give a hand to him here, ladies and gentlemen.
If we don't get involved in the politics of our community, there will be consequences. If we don't get involved with the politics going on in our community, there will be consequences. To all you political operatives, just because you politicians now, the struggle will not stop. The struggle must intensify. Because guess what? We still do not have housing as a human right. We still got fight for jobs within our community. We still got people sleeping around Broad Penn Station, McCarter Highway, and you got millions of dollars in homeless prevention funding. Where is the money? We have a rent control ordinance that we go back and forth with legislators who seem to be working for us, now ready to dilute it and pollute it. We say no to the money grabbers. We say no to the money grabbers, and we want a rent control ordinance, and we want you to get your hands off of it. Don't take it personal. This rally right here was supposed to be a 24-hour sleep out, and we got called and said that we cannot stay here overnight. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace for us to have a human rights rally 24 hours for homeless to raise awareness for a condition that still today is at an all-time high under your watch. So I say to you, political operatives, this ain't personal. This ain't nothing personal about fighting for the human rights of individuals who live here. This is business. We are here to do business. It ain't nothing personal to you. We know where the funding comes from. But we voted for you to represent us, to be our counsel, and that's what we want you to do. Those people who put their hands in the cookie jar, these money grabbers that's coming in here trying to displace us, they don't vote for you. We do. We have the right to petition you, to counsel in representation of the people who voted for you in office. That's what we asking you to do. So we asking you, where's the money? Because you got millions of dollars. I got a budget from 2013 of homeless prevention money, housing rapid refund, rapid housing prevention, millions of dollars under your watch. Where is the money? The conditions of homelessness has reached an all-time high under your leadership. Like I said, the conditions of homelessness and poverty has reached an all-time high under your leadership. Where's your defense for the people who voted for you in office? It's no attack on you. We are raising awareness across the board. It's people sleeping out, camping out, advocating, shutting down streets, and there should be more people here for this issue. Because you a paycheck for being homeless. For those who stand with us in solidarity today, I give thanks to you. But let me tell you one thing. This struggle must intensify. Not because we got black faces in high places. This struggle must intensify. This crowd should be overflowed because people are being displaced. People are being not hired on jobs to get housing in the first place from our tax evading money. Anybody who pays taxes in the city, you have a right to demand where your dollars are going. No taxation without representation. Do you know what that means? No taxation without representation. So if we pay taxes in here, we demand
sandwich got mad
We
at
have a right. And don't be fair.
Get my mind. Right on
Because
time.
none of them are exempt. This ain't no personal thing. When you become a politician, you're going to take punches and knock down and beat down. This ain't personal. Don't attack us for standing up for our human rights. We have a right. This is democracy right here. If you advocate democracy, we have a right to sleep and petition our city government for our fair share, for our fair equity, and for human rights for all people, not just money grabbers, not just special interest groups, not just for who you go on and get along with. Housing is for everybody. We want our fair equity, whatever the 30% of low income and affordable housing. We want one-for-one replacement. We want all that is constitutionally afforded to us. That's why we on City Hall. We ain't going to no park. We ain't got to wait for you to shut us down and be occupied in the park. We sick and tired politicians. And I'm telling you, my community leaders, my community activists, this struggle must intensify. Don't let them scare you. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them do none of that to you. If we want to sleep out here tonight, let's challenge that. Because guess what? That's our right to do that. And we'll deal with it later. We're supposed to camp out here because we don't want no rent control ordinance being diluted or polluted by any money grabber or any special interest. We want to know where that housing homeless prevention money at. Why you fighting the lady that's over that department? We want to know. Because if she been spending city money, reallocated money to where it was supposed to go, we want some people locked up that you want this. You understand? This is what we want. This is why we out here. We ain't scared of nobody. When it comes down to standing up, you gotta stand up. And the last day of your life, because you're gonna be coming into opposition. You're gonna be facing all of that when you stand up for yourself. You have the right to do that. You have the right to live in a decent and a